Good evening, Forged Men. I hope everybody out in the viewing public is amazing. And I hope we're going live here. Let's see what's going on with Facebook. See, not sure what's going live. Problem with Facebook, but nevertheless, here we are. Here we are. So live, uncensored, unedited, unfiltered. I hope everybody is well. And unlike The Hangover, classic movie, where he went from a one-man wolf pack to a wolf pack of four, tonight we're a one-man wolf pack. So our brother Nick up in Chicago, apparently they've been having some hurricane stormed winds or hurricane force winds over 100 miles an hour for a couple of days. So he is with his wife in his church and in the community helping those affected by the storm. And Mark is having some health stuff and traveling. So it is I. So I will definitely have the chat on. And anybody out there, please feel free to reach out. I'm more than happy to spend some time with you. So I still definitely want to continue because we talk about conviction. We talk about doing the right thing. We talk about being there for brothers. And sometimes stuff doesn't go the way it's supposed to. And it's okay. Again, stuff will come up in life. As the disciples of Jesus were on the Sea of Galilee, they were exactly where they were supposed to be. And the storm still came. And then Jesus walked on water and he got them to Capernaum safely. So I want to kind of talk about my mission and kind of go with the brotherhood. So again, unless we have some chats, it's going to be very one-sided, but I think a very important message nonetheless. Last week's session was week 13 was focused on brotherhood. So session 14 is going to be about taking that brotherhood and turning it into action. So the premise is very simple. At some point, a man has to stop talking about being the man he's going to be and start becoming him. So you can't talk about what you're going to do. You got to start. And why wait till Monday? Why wait till the first? Why wait till any kind of benchmark day? Why not now? So it's not a motivation episode. It's about the gap between intention and action and the small decisions that can either close the gap or keep a man stuck. So with nobody to turn to, I will kick off our opening prayer. So please join me if you will. So dear Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you for this platform. Thank you for the opportunity to have a mission and have conviction to help a million men. Please let this message reach the men that need to be reached. And thank you for the support of all the women that help us get that message out. There are opportunities for both genders, of course. We are focused on men, but most good men have a woman that supports them. So please let this message reach those that need to be reached. And please help us on that strength with unwavering courage to help a million men. Thank you, Lord, for being with us. Amen. So it's a powerful platform. So I'll kind of kick into it. I'm going to lace some personal details in there. And here we go. So most men have a version of themselves they keep saying they're going to become. I'm going to get serious about my health. I'm going to get my finances under control. I'm going to have more present. I'm going to be more present with my family. I'm going to get closer to God. I'm going to finally deal with this thing I've been avoiding. And here's the uncomfortable question. How long have you been saying it? So we all have this idea. We all have this thought. We all have this concept of what we want to be. How long have you been talking about it? Talk is cheap. Action is action. It's a lot different. So how long have you been saying that? Because eventually I'm going to stops becoming a plan and it starts becoming an excuse. How many times, men, have we had that honeydew list that we just don't get to? I'm guilty of it. Not proud of it, but I'm proud that I can admit it. I'm proud that I can show remorse for it. And I'm proud that I can be a different man going forward. Because if you care about somebody and they're asking you to help, do it. They're in your life for a reason. Tonight, we're talking about the distance between the man you say you want to become and the man your decisions are actually creating. So welcome to The Forge. Again, segment 14. So about 3.5 months into this journey. And I thank each and every one of you for watching. So we don't do the subscribe and like thing very often, but our mission is to help a million men. And we want to get that word out. So if you haven't subscribed and liked, please do it. That will help get our message out. Again, this is for all the right reasons. We don't talk about our paid platforms. Our website is there. We do have some paid programs. We have a 90-day coaching. We have a book. We have all kind of things. The book is actually free if you give us your email address for future mailings. So check it out. And again, I will ask you to like and subscribe and send this to a brother. So please send our page to a brother. It's very, very easy to do. Or a sister who has a man of support. Because again, I'm finding, with our viewership, there's a lot of support from women. So again, we are tailored towards men issues, but men, the better we are, the better we provide for the women in our lives as well. So again, we'll take all the support we can get. Segment 1 is the man in your head. Most men carry around a picture of the man they want to become. Stronger, more disciplined, more present, better with money, better with his family, deeper in his faith. And there's nothing wrong with having that vision. There's nothing. Without a vision, you don't have anything to aim for. The problem begins when we start giving ourselves credit for wanting the change instead of making the change. We have those thoughts. We say we're going to do it. We kind of get some steam in our sails, right? And it's we give ourselves credit for wanting the change, for saying we're going to do the change instead of actually implementing it. Then it's time to take action. Thinking about becoming disciplined isn't discipline. Wanting to become a better husband doesn't make you a better husband. Knowing you to change doesn't mean that you have. Eventually, the man in your head has to start showing up in your life. So being solo, I prepared a few questions. It'll be a monologue. So is there an area of your life where you've been saying I'm going to for far too long? Man, all too often we have this issue. I want to lose weight. I want to eat better. I want to get in the gym. I want to apply for that promotion. I want to go back to school. I want to dress better. I want to. So, I think it was what Spice Girls, tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Do it. Stop wanting it. Do it. What's in your way? Eating better. It's a little bit more expensive, but think about the medical bills and the health bills you're going to save down the line. Working out. Get up half an hour early. Life isn't all that easy. You can get up half an hour early. It's not hard. Do you know the endorphins that you get from working out, whether it be cardio or weightlifting? Do you know the endorphins that you pump and how much of a mood changer that is? It'll make your day better. I promise. It's not about talking about it. Do men sometimes confuse intention with progress? Absolutely. I'm going to do this. Monday, I'm going to do it. Hey, John, I'm going to start working out on Monday. Cool. Bro, did you work out Monday? Nah. The biggest lie you can tell is the one to yourself. Because if you're not honest with yourself, you're not going to be honest with anybody else. That's the biggest lie you can tell. Men, do not lie to yourselves. Be intentional. Have you ever felt good simply because you made a plan, even though you never followed through? You might have felt good initially. We've talked about motivation versus intention. Motivation gets you pumped up. We can watch a million videos. We can do all this kind of stuff. We can get motivated. But if you don't do anything about it, the motivation is going to fade. You can go buy that new shiny toy and it's awesome for a minute, but it loses its luster. It's not the same. Intentionality, doing something, working out, eating better, whatever the case may be, going on a date night once a week, it's all going to have dividends. It's going to pay so many dividends. It's not just a tick mark. It's not just a box. It's intentionality. It's intentionality. Let me silence. I'm getting blown up. Let me silence this because this is a little distracting. So sorry. So what's something you needed to change long before you actually changed it? I'm sure you have plenty of ideas. I know that I've needed to change my health. I needed to change my weight. So I'm finally on an actual weight loss program. I do have the assistance of some peptides, but I'm eating better. I'm actually working out. I have a gym in my home that I've owned for a year and I've never used. I've cleaned it out. It was a typical gym, right? It was for storage, for clothes. It's cleaned out now. I can actually use it, and I am. So I lost 15 pounds last month. Not bad. Still have a long way to go. But instead of talking about it, be about it. The best time to start was 20 years ago. Best time to buy Bitcoin when it was a fraction of a penny. You know what? You can't go back then. The second best time to start is today. Not Monday, not the first, today. Be intentional about it. When does patience with yourself become an excuse? I heard a story from a friend about starting to work out. And you do have to make promises to yourself, but stuff comes up. It's hard. So start with a little intentionality. It was recommended, get dressed, go to sleep in your gym clothes, just athletic shorts and an athletic shirt, right? Put a bottle of water next to your keys or your front door or wherever you go out by your garage. Be intentional about it. Just take that little step. Day 2, day 3, actually go to the gym. Maybe you spend 5 minutes on a treadmill, but you went. Day 2, you're going to get 10 minutes in. Day 3, by day 6, you're going to be there for an hour, not even think about it. Your pants are going to fit better. You're going to look at yourself in the mirror. You're going to look better. Your skin's going to be better. Everything's going to come around in life. Be intentional. Take those steps. So very, very important. So be real with yourself about something you've postponed. Is it the thing on that honeydew list? Is it diet? Is it exercise? What is the thing that you have been putting off? Think about it. The questions are easy. The answers are not. Be honest with yourself. Be hard with yourself. Have that real conversation with yourself and have that answer. So we'll transition to your calendar, and your calendar tells the truth. Now, if you've been watching, you know that I love my calendar. I never used to use a calendar. I didn't have a whole lot going on. Now with networking, with everything else, my calendar stays rather full. And if I'm intentional about it, it goes on my calendar. I'm not going to say that I'm in if I'm not putting it on my calendar. I use it all the time. So your calendar tells the truth. We say certain things are important to us. Our marriage is important. Our kids are important. Our faith is important. Our health is important. Our future is important. It's easy to say all that stuff, right? But there's another question worth asking. Does the way I actually spend my time support what matters to me? Does the way I spend my time support what matters to me? If your kids are important, but your calendar doesn't have the soccer game or the ballet recital, is it important? It's a question for you to answer. I know if it's not on my calendar, it's not. And I know that everything I have with my daughter is on my calendar now, whether it's picking her up from school, whether it's a trip out of town, no matter what it is, it's on my calendar because it matters. And I will show up for my daughter. Makes a difference. Priorities eventually leave evidence. They show up in our calendar, our bank account, our habits, our attention. It shows up in our conversations. The life we're building isn't primarily shaped by what we say matters. It's shaped by what repeatedly gets our time. Again, talk is cheap. Recurring theme here. Talk is cheap. Action is action. Action shows results. Action is intentional. Action is putting on your calendar. Action is doing it. It's taking the first step. You're not going to run a marathon day one if you're not training for it, but you can wake up early. You can do some cardio. You can do sprints. And eventually you're going to get to that 13.1 or 26.2. You're going to do it. It's not day one, but you won't get there unless you take the first step. It all starts with a step. You got to crawl before you can ball, got to walk before you can run, and then take the steps. Be intentional. Write it down. Make a progress, make a list, make check marks. The life we're building isn't primarily shaped by what we say matters. It's shaped by what repeatedly gets our time. So questions there. I'm not going to go into it. Monologue is fun, but I think I'm pretty intentional about the calendar and that. And if you don't have it, because most of us have an iPhone, it's on there. It's a calendar. There's a calendar right here. It's right there, right on the main page. So I encourage you to use it. If it matters, put it on your calendar. So the builder story, my favorite segment. And I was going to turn it over this week, but it's mine. So the house you never started. A man spends years talking about the house he's going to build. He studies designs. He saves pictures. He tells everybody what it's going to look like. He knows how many bedrooms it'll have. He knows where the porch will go. He can practically see himself sitting there. 10 years later, he still owns an empty piece of land. Not because he didn't have a vision, because he never started building. Here's the uncomfortable part. A blueprint isn't a house. In the same way, the vision you have for your life isn't your life. At some point, you've got to pick up the damn hammer. Pick up the hammer. Pick up the nails. Start building. You have to lay a foundation before you can get to that second story. And men, we want to go to that second story. We want to go to that third story. We want to have the satellite antenna and the AC units on top of the house like a big building, right? We want to go there. But until you lay the foundation, let it dry, make sure the foundation is solid, start building the subframe, then you're not going to build that second and third floor. We want the home runs. You have to practice before you can get there. Take the baby steps. Love the builder story. So the house you never started. If you don't start the house, it's not going to be built. Third segment, stop waiting to feel like it. You ever had the round to it? I love those things. I have little round wooden to-its. They're round to-its. When I get around to it, hand somebody around to it. Let them get around to it. One of the biggest traps men fall into is waiting for motivation. We tell ourselves we'll start when we're ready, when work settles down, when life gets easier, when we have more energy, when we feel inspired. But the men we admire aren't necessarily more motivated than everybody else. They've often just learned something the rest of us resist. You can do what needs to be done without feeling like doing it. Get up. Do it. It's called discipline. It's called being truthful to yourself. It's called holding yourself accountable. Do it. It's discipline. Every time you keep a commitment, when you'd rather break it, you're casting another vote for the man you're trying to become. Every time you keep a commitment you'd rather break, you're casting another vote for the man you're trying to become. Think about that. It's intentional. We talk about what will be said at your funeral, not what you think will be said, but will be said. Last week's hammer swing was reach out to one man. I did it on Thursday. Got a great response. Somebody hadn't reached out to for a couple of weeks. And the response was 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Again, I don't reveal names, has nothing to do with anything. But there was a feeling of gratitude, an expression of gratitude for reaching out. And it was good. So I reached out to a couple more. Didn't have the same results. Again, I'm reaching out to people that I haven't talked to in a long time. Some might even have my phone number. Some might think it's spam, of course, in this day and age. But those that do, and you never know who you're going to connect with. So try it. I hope you did as well. So discipline is doing what you don't feel like doing. Your family is watching who you become. Again, building on this. So there's another reason becoming the man you say you want to be matters. Someone is watching. Could be your son, your daughter, could be your wife. Maybe that's another man who respects you more than you realize. Brothers, believe it or not, we do have admiration among brothers. Maybe it's another man who respects you more than you realize. We teach people what commitment looks like long before we ever explain it to them. It's our actions, not our words. Again, talk is cheap. Action is doing. So we teach people what commitment looks like long before we ever explain it to them. They see whether we keep our word. They see whether we quit. They see how we react when things get difficult. And life will throw you adversity. You cannot control that. What you can control is how you let it affect you and how you respond to it. They see whether the things we claim to believe actually affect the way we live. So he's hosting a men's coaching. How's he living his life? This channel has changed my life. In the 15 weeks we've been doing this, it's actually been in existence since March of this year. My life has changed. I've given myself to God. I've started another channel. I'll mention it here. I don't cross-pollinate a whole lot, but it's called Forged in Faith. I'll put the link to it in the comments or description here. Check it out if you'd like. So I've never really had a relationship with Christ, and I was called to do that. So I wasn't going to talk the talk on here and not walk the walk. My life has changed significantly through doing this channel. The Forged Men channel has changed my life, and I couldn't be more thankful for it. And this is why I preach that when you are intentional, when you put your mind to something, you can change. My life has changed significantly. And again, praise him for putting me in this place and giving me this platform and allowing it to affect me the way it has. I couldn't be more thankful, and my life could not be better. So it's amazing. So your family is watching who you become. And who are you becoming? Are you intentional? Do you put it on your calendar? Do you show up? So we're building our life while people are watching us right now. So people will see. Again, they won't always comment, but they will comment when they see a difference. I can't tell you how many comments I've had from people that I don't even talk to, just from seeing Facebook posts and different things. Again, life has changed. And again, when you look in the mirror and you are the best man possible, don't chase perfection. Chase being the perfect you. Comparison is the thief of joy. Do not compare yourself to others. There is somebody younger, faster, quicker, stronger, smarter, richer, whatever than you are. Be the best damn man you can be. Be the best man for yourself first. Don't do it for somebody else. Do it for you. Don't do it to get the girl. Don't go to impress your kids. Do it for you. And if you do it for you, they will notice. I promise you. So if that's your goal, I'd encourage you to change your goal. Do it for you. If you are the best man you can be for yourself, they are going to notice. I promise. So becoming him today, becoming the man you want to be. Let's not talk about it. Let's be about it. Again, it's action. Talk is cheap. It's action. So here's where I want to lead this conversation. Don't try to fix your entire life tonight. That's another trap. You cannot eat the elephant 100 bites at a time. You eat the elephant 1 bite at a time. You have to start somewhere. It's another trap. You don't need a new personality. You don't need January 1st. You don't need the first of the month. You don't need Monday. You don't need another book, another podcast, another Monday morning. Ask yourself one question. What would the man I'm trying to do, trying to become, do today? What would the man that I'm trying to become do today? What is that version? Then do the one thing he would. Do it. Ask yourself the question, what would the man I'm trying to become do today? And then do it. Make the call. Apologize. Go to the gym. Open the Bible. Turn off the phone. Come home earlier. Keep that promise. Have the conversations you've been avoiding, because becoming that man isn't one giant transformation. It's thousands of ordinary decisions where eventually you stop saying, that's the man I want to be. And you start realizing that's the man I'm becoming. So again, it's not one grand gesture. It's all little things daily. And that's when you stop saying, this is the man I want to be. And you can say, this is the man I'm becoming. This channel has changed my life. I will share any personal details. I'm happy to. I just don't want to bore with too much personal stuff. This channel has changed my life, and I hope it's having an impact on yours as well. So the hammer swing. This is our call to action. So again, forged, iron sharpens iron. The hammer swing. So this week's hammer swing is intentionally simple. One promise, 7 days. Today, choose one commitment that represents the man you're trying to become. Choose one. You don't need to do 10 of them. You don't need to do 5 of them. Choose one commitment that represents the man you're trying to become. The promise, the phone call, the apology, the date with your significant other, the date with your kid. Do one thing, then keep it every day for the next 7 days. Keep it every day. Maybe it's wake up when the alarm goes off, pray every morning, exercise for 20 minutes, put the phone away during dinner, call your son, read scripture, call home when you said you would. Don't make the commitment impressive. It doesn't have to be over the top. This isn't for show. This is for you. This is for you to take that one step. This is for you to crawl, then walk, then run. Make one commitment. Make it a layup. Just do something. Do something. Choose that one commitment and live it for 7 days. Make it believable and keep it. At the end of the 7 days, ask yourself, did I prove to myself that my word means something? Again, men, the biggest and worst lie you can tell is a lie to yourself. You shouldn't lie to others, but you cannot lie to yourself. Here's the closing challenge. There may be a man watching tonight who's frustrated because he knows he's capable of more. You've been beating yourself up because you're not where you thought you'd be by now. I'm not asking you to pretend it doesn't matter. It does. I'm asking you to stop staring backward long enough to take the next step forward. You can't go forward when you're in reverse. You cannot change yesterday, but you have enormous influence over what you do next. Man, you have enormous influence over what you do next. You know how much power you have over what you do next? Not Monday, not the first of the month, not January 1st. Today, tomorrow, men, you have all the power. You can't change yesterday. You have enormous power and control over what you do tonight, over what you do tomorrow. You have enormous power over the one thing that you're going to focus on with the closing challenge and what you're going to keep with you for 7 days. You have enormous power. Again, is it the honey-do list? Is it the diet? Is it the exercise? Is it your kids? I don't know. That's a personal question. So you have enormous influence over that. It's so important that you know that. Quit waiting for some future version of yourself to arrive and rescue you. No one's coming. You're the only person coming for yourself. You're the only person that can rescue yourself. You're the only person that can make yourself better. He's not coming. The version of yourself that you want to be is not coming to rescue you. I promise you he's there, but you got to go find him. You got to put in the effort. You build him. One decision, one promise, one difficult conversation at a time. And even if that conversation is with you, have the difficult conversation. Give the difficult answers. Ask yourself the tough questions and damn it, answer them. Answer them honestly. Be honest with yourself. Answer those questions. One act of discipline, one day at a time. If you stumble, it's okay. Get up. It's okay. We all stumble. We all stumble. Get up. You're not disqualified. You didn't lose a race. Get up. Brush off your knees. It's okay. Get back in the race. You got this. You're still being forged. Today's faith anchor is from James 1:22. Do not merely listen to the word, do what it says. Do not merely listen to the word, do what it says. The principle fits in this conversation perfectly. Knowing isn't the finish line. Doing matters. Knowing is not the finish line. Knowing helps you along the journey. Doing is what matters. Be intentional. Take action. Do the thing. Do something. Again, take that one thing you've been putting off, focus on it for 7 days and do it. Faith should produce movement. Conviction should produce movement. Brotherhood should produce movement. Otherwise, we're just men sitting around talking about becoming better men. Doesn't get anywhere. Gets time filled. So obviously a little bit shorter session. Again, I will focus on go back and look at the YouTube channel if you'd like. Again, we welcome any subscribers, any shares, any likes, any comments, any chats. If we don't respond to a comment, I promise you we weren't notified. I don't know what the notifications are with YouTube, but I promise I respond to everybody. Mark or myself do. And guys, we're about the brotherhood. So again, please pass this along. Anybody who can benefit. And it's about tough love. It's about accountability. Again, we have the free book. I'll put the link to the book in the description here. Again, it is free. All you do is give us your email. It's email delivery. We will put you on an email list. You can always unsubscribe it if you don't want it. Nothing that we're trying to get outside of that. So I'm going to put the link to the book. I'm going to put the link to my channel as well, Forged in Faith. Again, it's my walk, my daily walk with Christ. So feel free to check that out. And again, that's just an example of how this channel has changed my life. And if you allow it to affect you, I promise it'll change your life for the better as well. All the videos are there. Again, all the comments are there. Our website's there. We're happy to help. Reach out. We'd love to hear from you, whether it be chat, whether it be email. Our email is on the page. We'd love to hear from you in any way possible. So again, a little bit shorter today, being the wolf pack of one. I can entertain myself for hours if you give me a shiny object, but I'm not going to bore you for any longer. So thank you, Forge Men. Again, our mission is to help 1 million men. Please help us do that. Let us know how we've helped you. We'd love to hear from the comments. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.